What's up, guys? Prince Macedon here at Universal Studios. I'm in the VIP lobby. I'm doing the 6-house tour today, which includes 4 IP houses and 2 originals. The 2 originals are Artiste and Galkn, and then the 4 IP houses are Fallout, and then Terrifier, WWE, and then also the other one, which is Jason Universe. I've already done the event twice already, like the full event, and I've already done the 3-house tour as well. But today's gonna be special. The 6-house tour includes. Hey dude, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Thank you for the videos. They really helped us out.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Today's special because I'm doing the 6-house tour, which includes Fallout. So even by default, Fallout was gonna be my favorite house, even without going inside, because that's like my favorite show right now. So Fallout is my #1 house, but I'm gonna take as many pictures as I can inside. I am so excited. So if you watch my 3-house tour, you know that you've already seen this. These are costumes from last year. That's from the Triplets of Terror. That's from the medieval torture area. And then I already forgot that one was, but if you watch my 3-house tour, the guy says exactly what they are. Here's our table. The table has our lanyards, which actually has 2025 on it. It's got a button, and it's got our thing where we can listen to the tour guide even when we get separated. Not like I'm gonna separate from the group or anything. Forgot to say, during these unmasking tours, you can't take any videos. I can only do pictures in some of the rooms. They are restricted on what you can take pictures of. But yeah, this will be a 6-house tour. After 3 houses, we are gonna get a lunch break. All right, we're walking inside the park now. Pretty sure the first house we're doing is Jason U, which is perfect because that house was on fire on opening night. The first house that we tackled was Jason Universe. Jason hasn't made an appearance at HHN since Freddy vs. Jason, which was a long time ago. As you enter, you might see a little shrine dedicated to Mrs. Voorhees. And since this is Camp Crystal Lake, you'll probably see some cabins too. This house has a very simple feel, kind of a simple design to it, but it's very effective. But here, it's the characters who make or break this house, and I gotta tell you, the characters are really amazing here. So we weren't allowed to take pictures of the second portion of this house, but this is the entrance to that portion. Just came out of the Jason Universe house, and then that was the first house done. How you doing? That was sweet. We couldn't take pictures of the last half of the house. That's where you see all the different Jasons from the universe coming out. But the first part was really cool. It's cool how Jason is. It's such a simplistic looking house, but the house is so good. It's all because of the characters. The second house on our agenda was Galkn Monsters of the North. Before you see the house's grand entrance, you're greeted by some pagan symbols. As a house, I really did love the house's set designs. It definitely gives off a Nordic vibe to it. You can see pagan symbols adorned throughout the house, and throughout the house there is a uniform Nordic feel to all of it. I did notice this black raven, which is a huge symbolic animal in Norse mythology. I definitely love this Wicker Man type structure here, which really made me miss Nicolas Cage right about now. We weren't allowed to take pictures in some of the rooms, but at least we got to photograph, in my opinion, some of the best rooms in this house. The third house on our tour was the house I was most anticipating for this year's event, and that's Fallout. This house was based specifically on the show, which in turn was based off the video game with the same name. The first scene in this house is Vault 33, and this is where one of the main characters comes from, and that's Lucy. I love seeing the Vault Boy symbols throughout this vault. If you guys haven't seen the show, you might be a little confused, but in the show, Vault 33 gets attacked by raiders posing as vault dwellers. I take a close-up of this Pip-Boy in case you guys wanted to see it up close. You're welcome. My favorite scenes in this house were the Vault Tech vaults. I even caught a glimpse of Lucy's backpack just sitting by itself in this chair. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to take pictures of not much else. There were a few other scenes shown in this house from Fallout Season 1, but we were not allowed to take pictures of all of them. I really wanted to take a picture with with the T-60 mech suits that were in the house, but those rooms were strictly forbidden from taking pictures inside of. That said, I was extremely happy with my walkthrough of the Fallout house. All right, guys, we just got out of Fallout. That's our third house, so we are going to break for lunch. I gotta say though, there were a lot more roaches, rad roaches, in the Fallout house. When people were asking me if there were any roaches in it, I initially said no because I don't remember seeing them.
But when I did my house walk on opening night, yeah, I started to see them. And then when I did my walkthrough just now with the lights on, I definitely saw them. So I apologize if I told you there weren't any roaches, and there are indeed some very big ones. We were not allowed to take pictures with the T60 armor, unfortunately. That was something I was really looking forward to, but they were so cool to see. The T60 armor that you first see, that thing is 7 feet tall, and that would have been such a great picture. All right, so for lunch, we're gonna eat at the media center. This is the first for me because when I did this before with the Sicks house tour, we took our lunch anywhere we wanted to. But I am very curious about this place. I am actually kind of excited about this. So lunch was catered. It was pretty good, actually. We couldn't report inside, but it's basically a buffet. And they had like chicken, salad, they had some desserts. Anyways, we're going to our fourth house now, and we're gonna start with Terrifier.
So right after lunch, we went on our fourth house of the tour, and that was Terrifier. Not sure if it was intentional or not, but we definitely went to this house on a full stomach. But you know what? I was definitely up for the task. So this house had a lot of restrictions on photography, probably because of all the dead mannequins that you see throughout. But there were a lot of great rooms that we were not allowed to take pictures of. That said, the rooms that we were allowed to take pictures of were pretty good. This house definitely looks way better during the day with the lights on. The WWE Wyatt Sicks house actually has some great character activity in it. And there was even a very fun WWE entrance facade, but we were not allowed to take a photograph of it, unfortunately. This house definitely had a lot of restrictions on photography for it. But it's truly a solid house, especially if you're a fan of the WWE and especially if you know about the lore of the Wyatt Sicks. We actually had 2 people in our group who are big fans, and they were nerding out throughout this house. It was pretty awesome. El Artista has arguably the best looking set at HHN 2025. I had to take 2 pictures of the house's facade from 2 different angles because it's just unbelievable how much budget and love went into making this house. Throughout the house, there is an artist named Sergio who leaves journal entries which tell the story. Unfortunately, you won't be able to read these journals throughout the event due to the large crowds that are behind you, but it's still awesome to know how much story they crafted into this house and character. The house surprisingly has a lot of restrictions on photographs too, which is a shame because of how beautiful the house really is throughout. It's unbelievable how elaborate some of these rooms are, but you'll just have to come to the event to see for yourself.
All right, guys, just did the Sicks house tour. It was awesome, and obviously we couldn't take pictures in every room. In fact, a lot of those places we couldn't take pictures in a lot of those rooms. But it's very, very fantastic. Let me say hi to my friend really quick. But Sicks house tour, I recommend it, especially if you like these houses. If you want to really appreciate the architecture, do one of these, and it is totally worth it. Did some shopping. Got a Pip-Boy backpack thing. Oh, a lanyard pouch and a lanyard holder. Lithograph of Fallout, and then this emergency sign. I highly recommend the Sicks house tour, guys. There you go. That was my nice little HHN talk.